All right, today we're here with Liz Coorey. She's the dietitian for St. Louis University. She works with all of the athletes at the university and specifically cross-country, track and field. Liz, you're a pretty accomplished runner yourself. You ran 16:55 for 5K in college, and you also ran 4:23 for 1500. But today I want you to talk a little bit about, nutrition for a beginning runner. So, if someone's brand new into running, they've never really run before, what are some key points or key tips that they can take home that might help their running as they begin?
Yeah, well, so when we talk about nutrition for the runner, it's a broad topic. There are a lot of things we could talk about. But some of the questions that runners come to me with revolve around three questions. That's the when should I eat, what should I eat, and how much of that should I be eating? So if we kind of break it down to those categories and we think about the when first, when should I eat my meals and when should I eat my snacks? The thing that I like to focus on, tell people to do, is to develop an eating schedule. We always say that eating more than 1 or 2 meals a day is going to be a lot better for you than just eating large meals at a time. So if we can get 5 to 6 small meals a day and we can keep a consistent schedule with those meals, that's going to be the best way to fuel your body. So what that means is typically getting something as soon as you get up in the morning. No matter what that is, make sure you're fueling yourself right when you get out of bed. And then the rule that I tell all my runners is to get a meal or a snack every 3 to 4 hours. So that way you're consistently fueling yourself and you're never letting your body get into some form of a deficit and you're never feeling starving going into a meal. So that's really going to allow you to regulate your hormones, help you lose weight if that's your goal, help you fuel yourself for your workouts, recover from previous workouts. And that's where I think we can work on our nutrition the best, is by getting a structured eating schedule. So moving on from that, we get down the when, we move on to what. And if we want to talk about what to eat, that is a big thing and we could go on for days about it. But my biggest key points are that we get a carbohydrate at every meal and snack, and a protein as well. You should always be fueling yourself with carbs. As a runner, a carb is your friend. A carb, any form of sugar, it's your fuel. It's your main fuel source. However, you should always be pairing those carbs with a protein. So for a snack, if you're going to snack on crackers, have some cheese. If you're going to have a sandwich, make sure you've got some turkey or some peanut butter on it. That way those meals and those snacks are going to stay with you longer, they're going to keep you feeling full longer, and they're just going to have a lot more nutritional value. So if you can think about building your plate, including a carb and a protein, that's really going to help you develop the what should I eat. And then of course, moving on from that, we talked about when, we talked about what, and then how much. And that's something that's very individual. And some people ask me, well, how many calories should I eat? How many grams of this or that should I be getting? And that's something you might be able to figure out for yourself, but the biggest thing we can do there is listen to our bodies. I know that's a difficult thing to do, but when we get in tune with our hunger and our satiety cues, then we can say, okay, am I eating this because I'm hungry, or am I just eating it because it sounds good? So I think when it comes to how much you eat, you really just need to listen to your body, listen to when you're full, and your body will tell you the right things. And developing an eating schedule really allows you to do that. When you eat consistently throughout the day, you can regulate those hormones that cue hunger and cue fullness, and those will help you eat the right amounts at the right times. So I think listening to your body is the biggest thing you can do.
Yeah, and when you're specifically talking about, eating 5-6 meals a day, is that mostly to, speed up someone's metabolism and to just get them, frequently eating so that they're not, going several hours without a meal? Or kind of what's the main purpose between 5 to 6 meals as opposed to maybe the traditional, 2 or 3?
Yeah. So why we say that is because when you go more than 4 hours without eating, your body's glycogen stores run really low, even if you're not exercising during that time. And the glycogen stores are that stored energy, that readily available fuel that fuels your daily activities. So when we let those run low, the next readily available source of energy is not fat, unfortunately, it's protein, and it's our muscles. So our body will break down our muscles to give us even just the fuel that it takes to walk from work to the car. So So by fueling yourself regularly, you never let that protein, that muscle, be broken down. It's just the most efficient way to fuel yourself. That's really why we do that.
Excellent. Thanks for your time.